My sister accused me of cheating and demanded a paternity test for my son. When she got pregnant, I turned the tables and exposed her lies, leading to her husband walking out. I'm still shaking as I write this. My sister Mia has always been jealous of me, but what she did last week crossed every line and nearly destroyed my marriage. For context, I'm 38, married to Kenny with 2 kids, Dan who's 4 and Jen who's 2. Mia is 34, married to Tom, and they've been struggling with fertility issues for years. Last week was our parents' 40th anniversary dinner. The whole family gathered at this nice restaurant. Everything was perfect until Mia showed up an hour late, already tipsy and clearly annoyed the celebration had started without her. During dinner, everyone was fawning over Dan because he's at that adorable age where he tells funny preschool stories. He was talking about his little girlfriend Emma and how they're going to get married. Everyone was laughing and taking videos. I could see Mia getting frustrated that she wasn't the center of attention. She kept trying to redirect conversations to herself, talking loudly about her job and vacation plans. That's when she dropped the bomb. She suddenly stood up, wine glass in hand, and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "You know what's funny? Everyone's obsessing over Dan, but has anyone noticed he looks nothing like Kenny?" The table went dead silent. Kenny nearly choked on his drink. She pointed at my son. "Look at that black hair. Neither you nor Kenny have black hair. But you know who did? Her ex-boyfriend Jake." I felt slapped. "Mia, what are you implying?" She smirked. "I'm just saying if you're confident about paternity, you shouldn't mind a DNA test, right?" The family erupted. I grabbed my kids and stormed out, Kenny following in stunned silence. For weeks after, that comment poisoned everything. Kenny would stare at Dan, comparing features. Every argument circled back to her accusation. My kids started noticing. Dan asked why Daddy seemed sad all the time. Finally, Kenny gave me an ultimatum. "Just do the test. If Dan is mine, we move on." I was furious but desperate to save my marriage, so I did it, feeling like the worst mother ever. Of course, results showed Kenny was 100% Dan's father. The black hair comes from Kenny's grandfather. Basic genetics Mia ignored, but even with proof, something had shifted. Kenny apologized profusely, but our relationship was scarred. 2 months later, karma struck beautifully. Mia announced she was pregnant after years of trying. The family was overjoyed, especially Tom, who'd always wanted kids desperately. But something felt off. She claimed 12 weeks along, but I remembered her drinking heavily at a barbecue just 8 weeks prior. Mia's too paranoid to drink while pregnant. I started paying attention. She'd been going to this new gym, always gushing about her amazing trainer Marcus, always posting workout selfies with him, standing very close, very touchy. I remembered something from that barbecue. She'd been texting constantly, giggling at her phone. When Tom asked who she was messaging, she quickly put it away, claiming work stuff. I decided to investigate. I followed her social media more closely and noticed she'd been liking and commenting on Marcus's posts for months. Their interaction seemed way too flirty for a client-trainer relationship. My friend Sarah mentioned seeing Mia and Marcus at a coffee shop, looking very cozy. I hired a private investigator, the same one Kenny had considered during our drama. Within a week, I had photos of Mia and Marcus entering hotels together multiple times, but the smoking gun was their text messages. The PI retrieved deleted conversations showing months of explicit messages, secret meetups, and most damning, Mia texting, "Tom has no idea. He thinks all this gym time is making me more fertile." The timeline was perfect. The affair started exactly when she would have conceived. I planned my revenge carefully. At Mia's baby shower, surrounded by family and Tom's relatives, I stood up to make a speech. "After what happened with my son's paternity test, I've learned how important certainty is," I began sweetly. I pulled out my phone. "So let's hear some of Mia's recent texts to Marcus. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Tom's working late. He has no idea how good you make me feel." The room exploded. Tom's face went from confusion to horror as I read message after message detailing the affair. Mia tried to run, but Tom blocked her, demanding answers. She broke down and confessed everything. The affair, uncertainty about the baby's father, her plan to pass it off as Tom's. Tom walked out immediately, filing for divorce the next day. Now Mia's calling me vindictive, saying I destroyed her life over a harmless comment. She's moved back with our parents, who are ashamed and barely speaking to her, but I don't feel guilty. She tried to destroy my marriage with lies. I just exposed the truth about hers. The funniest part? She's demanding Tom take a paternity test when the baby's born. The irony is absolutely delicious.